Hello and welcome to JV East Season 7 Round 6 at Sochi. We're here for the Russian J-Prix, starting off with, of course, qualifying. Nothing else starts off a race quite like the qualifying session. Let's take a look at the tokens while drivers complete their outlaps. 4 tokens being spent by Bluebell Boy of WTech and Ellie of Team Alpha Prime. 3 tokens being spent by Weblu of Tortu Autosport. 2 tokens from Cuckoos of Brabham, Vlado 204 and Levioso of Carpathian's Peak, Vinci of Red Star and Lil One of Red Eagles. 1 token each from Edvarditos, Alexei Drozdov, Skip, Flex, Felix Lotus, Ricky Boy 12 and Tomatoes 15. Token spenders in today's race, only 5 tokenless drivers, and those are Max Trix, Simon Soda, Mr. Monza, Emma Box and SD25. Speaking of, Monaco Grand Prix had to, as Ellie goes on to provisional pole, Monaco Grand Prix had to resign from the season. Simon Soda replaces him as an emergency driver, as a reserve driver, I guess, for the final 3 rounds of the season with 3 tokens to spend. He has chosen to not spend any of those in this race. Bluebell Boy going fast here, goes on with a 27.45. What a lap time. Vinci is up onto the front row provisionally with a 28.02. The qualifying is extremely close. Look at that, 4 tenths between 2nd and 10th. That is a crazy qualifying, but Bluebell Boy currently leads with a gap of over 6 tenths to the 2nd fastest driver in qualifying thus far. Final minute of qualifying upon us. Will we see some improvements, some sub-28s? We see one from Edvarditos and from Levioso. Edvarditos up into 2nd with a time of 27.57. He's spending only 1 token. His teammate Kukus and team owner does his home race. Currently not performing as well. Only a time of 28.43. Ellie going faster than Bluebell Boy here. Is this a chance to get onto provisional pole? It looks very likely. It's not enough. It's enough to tie Levioso and to be in 4th, as Levioso said that lap time first. Vinci at 27.95. Kukus were at 28.73. Not looking great for him in the qualifying, but he can still pick it up in the actual race itself. Will Ellie be able to beat Bluebell Boy onto pole position here? It's not looking likely. Doesn't look like he's gained too much time, and across the line does not improve. Neither does Bluebell Boy, and I think he will go onto pole position here. Let's take a look at the full qualifying. Oh, 1 more lap in fact of running, actually. Very sorry about that. Thought that was over, but Ellie, Bluebell Boy catching up to him now, going quicker. Weblu in 3rd, but in 7th in the qualifying. Wants to set a fast lap for sure. Bluebell Boy with 27.6. He will take pole position. Weblu onto 3rd place as he ties Edvarditos. Edvarditos will take that position. Let's take a look at the full qualifying results. Here are the full qualifying results. Bluebell Boy starts on pole position. Edvarditos will start from the front row. He set the time before Weblu, who starts from 3rd. Edvarditos with a single token starts from the front row. We'll be hoping to not lose positions, but it is more than likely that he might lose a few. Levioso starts from 4th. Ellie spending 4 starts only from 5th. Vinci starts from 6th. Kukus starts from 7th in his home race. Alexei Drozdov also his home race. He starts from 8th position. Low One starts from 9th, and Vlado 204 from 10th place. SD25 starts from 11th with tokenless. That's a tokenless qualifying. Great job from him. Ricky Boy 12 starts from 12th. Max Trix tokenless from 13th. Tomatoes starts from 14th. Felix Lotus from 15th. Skip only from 16th. Flex from 17th. Simon Soda in his debut JV race will start only from 18th. Emma Box from 19th and Mr. Monza from 20th. Everyone's been set in order of who set that lap time first. So Max Trix beats Tomatoes out on tiebreak. Emma Box beats out Mr. Monza. Levioso beats out Ellie, and Edwarditos beats out Weblu. With that being said, let's get ready for 33 laps here in Russia at Sochi for the Russian J-Prix. Here we go. Here we go. We've got a very varied approach to the starting strategy. Bluebell Boy and Weblu on the mediums. We got Edwarditos and Levioso on the softs, and Edwarditos is through into the lead of the race. Bluebell Boy down to 4th. Vinci and Ellie getting past. Edwarditos is leading this race. Then we have Weblu. Then we have Levioso. Ellie getting up to 3rd. Bluebell Boy trying to regain some of those lost positions. That was a terrible start off the line, but he's past Vinci. He's on the inside of Levioso, and there he goes into 4th place. Edwarditos running away on just a single token spent. What a start from the Latvian driver. His teammate Kuku's currently fighting. What? Okay, it was going the wrong way. Currently fighting for points. He's down into 13th at the current moment. 12th. That's quite something. ST25 tokenless currently up in the points. Kuku's around the outside of Ricky Boy 12, down the inside of ST25. He's back into the points. Great. Recovering already. Oh, bursts his way past Alexei Drozdov, past low one as well. What a move from Kukus. He's up into 8th position. Edwarditos 2 seconds ahead of anyone else. Weblu and Levioso fighting for 2nd place. Then we have Bluebell Boy. Vlado204 has gotten up to 5th position. Challenging Bluebell Boy here. Oh, goes a bit wide. Ellie right on his back, on the hards as well, looking really good here. And then we got this huge pack of cars, Alexei and Lil One and Kukus. Fastest lap goes to Edwarditos, who is absolutely smashing it on a single token spend at the current moment. What a race from him so far. Gotta keep in mind, of course, the constructors fight. It is Carpathian's Peak versus WTech versus Brabham, and it looks like WTech might be left behind in the dust here, as Maxtrix is currently fighting for as down in 14th. At the current moment, Light Rain has been announced. First one into the pits is Lil One in 10th. The top 9 just missed out on the pits, and everyone in that bottom 11 is going onto the inter tires. The rain has not hit the track yet, so the ones ahead will still have some dry running. Edwarditos will enter the pits at the perfect moment, so will Weblu. Bluebell Boy nearly perfect there, as he actually gets up to 3rd position. And the heavy rain is announced, so all those drivers on the inters picked the wrong tires, apart from Tomatoes, who picked the wets. He's in 20th, and the top 9 pick the wet weather tires. Where will Vlado204 come out in relation to Lil One? He will come out far ahead of him. Not far, but a second ahead of... Okay, Lil One is catching up quite quickly. The track is still in the inter tire conditions. Lil One is through into 9th position, and he's looking to chase down Kukus for 8th. Edwarditos still leading this race, and we're gonna have clouds soon, so the inters will profit massively off that. Weblu in 2nd. Bluebell Boy has gone past Levioso for 3rd position. Then we have Ellie in 5th. Vinci on the inside of Alexei Drozdov takes 6th place. And Kukus on the back of Alexei Drozdov. Where's Vlado204 ended up? Oh yeah, he's down in 10th behind Lil One. Behind an Interdire runner. Got the 2 Russian drivers fighting for 7th position at the moment, even 6th considering their involvement in a battle against Vinci at the current moment. Alexei Drozdov looking for maybe a late move down the inside, backs out of that, is still on the back of Vinci, but he's also got a lot of pressure from Kukus behind. Levioso currently the fastest lap at 28.17, but Edwarditos has been absolutely dominating on the single token spend. Weblu behind on 3 tokens, caught up to by Bluebell Boy on 4, and it's just no match for the Brabham driver at all. Bluebell Boy down the inside of Weblu is unable to get the possession done. Is still right behind, deploys some boost on the inside, goes wide, and loses a lot of time there. Levioso and Ellie looking to try and catch back up to them. Lil One has caught up to Kukus as the inter conditions have strengthened. And out of the inter-tire runners, he's definitely the one that has profited the most. Ricky Boy 12 also here in 11th, looking to try and get his first points on the board. I think he's spent a token in every single race thus far, and he's still unable to convert it into points. Enter tire runners staying out, so do the top 6. Interestingly enough, it is Ellie, Cuckoos and Vlado204 that have pitted early for dry tires. Same with Tomatoes off the wets, the only one in the bottom 11 to go onto wet weather tires. Edvarditos is in now as Sun is announced, Webblue and Bluebell Boy. Levioso, Vinci, Alexei Drozdov, low 1 on the enters as well, and so Ricky Boy 12 also pets. Where will Ellie come out? Advertitos, Webblue and Bluebell Boy are already all out. Let's see Ellie catching Levioso and overtaking as Levioso exits the pits. It's Ellie up into 4th position. Good undercut there from the American driver. Bluebell Boy not too far ahead of him as well. And Edvarditos retains this 2-second gap, unable to make more progress on that. The top 5 all picked soft tires, and they have quite a gap to the drivers behind who have all picked hards or mediums all the way down to 16th. That is quite something. Tomatoes, who had pitted onto the wet tires, had managed to get from dead last to 16th position, which is a very impressive performance there, even if it does not receive you any points. Cuckoos is up into 6th position. He's past Vinci. He's on the medium tires, the faster compound to Vinci's, and Alexei Drozdov's hard compound tires. Vlado204 and the low 1 behind. We're a third of the way through this race. Webblue is catching up to Edvarditos. He's within a second, and the single token spend could have only carried him so far. Webblue is closing in rapidly. Ellie fighting with Bluebell Boy for 3rd position. Ellie is through into 3rd. No, he goes terribly wide there. Very huge mistake from Ellie, and he will retain 4th place for now. Also, fastest lap of the race so far goes to Ellie. Webblue bogged down by some lap traffic in the form of Maxtrix and Emma Box, and look how much time he's lost to Edvarditos and how much time Bluebell Boy has gained on him. But Webblue has finally managed to get past that lap traffic, and he's right on the back of Edvarditos once again, looking for a move into the race lead. Can he make it happen this lap? Edvarditos boosting away, doesn't have a lot of boost saved up though in order to accomplish that, as they have to lap Mr. Monza now. Webblue down the inside of him. It's right on the back here. Webblue right on the back of Edvarditos, using the boost to go down the inside. Down the inside, becomes the outside, goes a bit wide, still right on the back of Edvarditos. Bluebell Boy catching both of them. The top 4 are within 2 seconds of each other, but Webblue is still unable to make an attack, launch an attack on Edvarditos here. Bluebell Boy getting past Mr. Monza, getting past Tomatoes here, stuck behind Tomatoes on that back straight for a little bit, on that very short back straight. To be fair, Ellie in 4th, Levioso in 5th. Vinci is back in 6th ahead of Cuckoos. Edvarditos deploying his boost, but that's not enough to get away from Webblue, and Bluebell Boy is deploying his boost, catching them, drawing ever closer. Ellie is into the pits off of the soft tires. What does that mean? That we'll see the drivers who didn't undercut pit this lap. Webblue definitely struggling. We're gonna have light rain. That is terrible news for Ellie, who has just pitted out onto dry medium tires, a dry compound. Webblue really struggling, and he's passed by Bluebell Boy, and Bluebell Boy looking for a move into the pit entry. He's right on the back of Edvarditos here. Wet weather tires for both of them. Webblue also opting for wet weather tires, so is Levioso. Everyone onto the wets apart from SD25 and Skip, back in 12th and 14th. They have picked the inter tires, so has Vinci in fact, and it is going to be heavy rain. Terrible luck for Vinci and for Vlado204. Ellie is down into 7th now, and we've got Alexei Drozdov down in 11th. Must have also committed a strategy error. Ricky Boy 12 in the points, hoping to, as I said before, get the first points finish this season for him. Emma Box has already, despite being in 20th right now, he has already won a race this season. First ever pizza racing team victory. But other than that, it's been a relatively disappointing season for pizza racing, who are definitely one of the relegation candidates. So are Tortoise. Weblu gets past Bluebell Boy for second, but will he be able to make a move on Edvarditos? He has been unable to for so long, and Cuckoos is up into fifth because of Vinci's enter-tire choice. But he is very far away from the top four, and Levioso racing now in a race of his own, pretty much in fourth position. Looks like this is where he will finish up at. He's definitely the favourite to take the Drivers' Championship at this point. If we take a look at the standings here, he is currently 4 points ahead of Maxtrix, and Maxtrix is not gaining any points this race. But this is, of course, also Levioso's final token spend of the season, so it will be down to his tokenless points next couple races. Weblu under a second behind Edvarditos. They've lost Bluebell Boy. Ellie looking for a comeback. Gets past Low 1 for 7th position. But that rain really hit at the completely wrong time for him, and he's struggling really hard on those wet weather tires. Every turn here going wide. Weblu right on the back of Edvarditos again, just constantly within that second. Can he make a move on him and get Tortu their first win of the season? I believe they won at least once. He's through into the lead of the race. In fact, does he go wide? No, he keeps on it. Bluebell Boy down the inside of Edvarditos into second position, and Edvarditos loses 2 positions in the span of a few turns. Bluebell Boy down the inside of Weblu. Weblu does not allow him enough space. Bluebell Boy backs out a bit from that squeeze, goes wide, and Edvarditos down the inside into second he goes, and Weblu retains the race lead for now, but Edvarditos is right on the back of him. It is a crazy freeway battle for the race when here Ali has dropped down into 10th position, but he's now back past Ricky Boy 12, goes wide on that turn 1 exit, looking for a move on Vlad. Oh, very bad line there, and he's back down into 10th position at least. He'll have to watch out for Alexei Drozdov, who's a second behind. Weblu retains the race lead, then Edvarditos in second, Bluebell Boy in third. Those 3 drivers are the ones fighting for the race when Levioso has caught up a little bit. He was 4 seconds behind, he's now only 2.6 seconds behind in fourth. Cuckoo's holding down fifth. It looks like this is the position where he will end up at. He is very far away from any drivers around him. Vinci in 6th, just ahead of Vlado 204 and 7th, the inter-tire runners. Gaining some time now here as the track dries up. Then it's Low 1 in 8th, Ricky Boy 12 in 9th, and Ellie in 10th. Alexei Drozdov on his home race just outside the points, currently in 11th. Will we see Weblu and Edvarditos pet for dry tires here? No. Wobble Bluebell Boy? No. All of them staying out. Levioso goes for the undercut. 8 laps remain until the end of the race. He's on to soft tires. Will those last him 8 laps is a very good question in my opinion. Cuckoos is in for medium tires instead. Vinci staying out still on the enters. He's temporarily through into 5th position. Vlado 2-4 however does pit for soft tires. And we see the lead pack now pit. Bluebell Boy with some mistakes over the last few laps has lost quite a bit of distance. Vinci still out on those entered tires, but he will have to pit now, and Cuckoos re-overtakes for 5th position. Where will Vinci come out in relation to Vlado 204? I think he will still come out fairly ahead, and yes he does, and he is looking quite good for a 6th place finish here. It's Weblu out in the lead of the race after finally overtaking Edvarditos, and he looks quite certain to take it now, and that's quite something. A 3 token spender and a 1 token spender fighting for the race when the 2 4 token spenders. What has happened to Bluebell Boy? It's just he's in 4th behind Levioso. Did he pit another time? Or did he end up in a big crash? That is quite something. I have no idea what happened there. But Levioso is up in the podium. It's been a terrible race for the 4 token spenders. 4th for Bluebell Boy at the current moment, and 8th for Ellie. Alexei Drozdov trying to get that overtake on Ricky Boy 12 to get a point in his home race at least. It's been not a great outing for Yorkshire Ariel, currently 11th and 14th. No points for 2 tokens spent, 1 each between them. Webblue is still leading the race, then is Everditos, then Levioso. It's not his home race, but it's the closest, I guess, to a home race for the Belarusian driver, as he is actually chasing down Everditos here. And he is really, really looking for that driver's title. If it helps Carpathian's Peak fight for promotion, that's just an extra as well, as it looks like it will be Brabham versus Carpathian's Peak here for certain. WTech out of points, and unfortunately with Bluebell Boy down in 4th, it's not looking like they'll be able to continue in this race, except for maybe some great tokenless performances in the final 2 rounds. But that also depends on the token spend next round in Jeddah. Webblue is now 3 seconds ahead as he starts the penultimate lap of the race. We will see a Webblue victory most likely here. Everditos in 2nd, Levioso under a second from him. Then it's Bluebell Boy, Kukus in 5th in his home race. He will be very happy with this. Well, he won't be happy that he couldn't do more. Everditos on a 1 token spend, currently in 2nd. Kukus on a 2 token spend, down in 5th. However, it is still a magnificent double points for Brabham in their fight to absolutely decimate the JV East title this season after getting it stolen on the tokenless finale last time around. Their car is, I'd say, quite literally unstoppable. Vinci in 6th, Ellie in 7th, Low 1 in 8th, Vlado204 down in 9th, and Alexei Drozdov is just barely ahead of Ricky Boy 12 in 10th position. His softs are starting to wear quite a bit now, and Webblue wins the Russian J-Prix. Everditos comes in 2nd, it's 3rd for Levioso, 4th for Bluebell Boy. It's 5th position for Kukus in his home race, and great double points for Brabham in their home race. Vinci will come across the line in 6th position for Red Star Autosports, 7th for Ellie, 8th for Low 1, 9th for Vlado204, and Ricky Boy 12. Will he beat Alexei Drozdov and get his first point of the season? Yes, he will. He finishes in 10th, and Alexei in 11th. SD25, the best tokenless performance of the race, finishing in 12th. Quite impressive stuff from Red Star. 13th for Skip with 1 token. 14th for Felix Lotus with 1 token. Flex 15th with 1 token. Simon saw that 16th tokenless in his debut, improves up from 18th in the qualifying. Mr. Monza will come home in 17th tokenless, Maxtrix 18th tokenless, Emma Box 19th tokenless, and Tomatoes, despite spending a token, despite getting back up to 16th, it's been a race to forget for him, as he'll most likely finish in 20th here. Mr. Monza's crossed the line, so is Maxtrix, and there you go. It is Tortu Autosport and Webblue winning the Russian J-Prix. Let us hear the Spanish J-Prix, the Spanish national anthem for Webblue here. And now let's hear the Finnish national anthem for the constructors in Tortu Autosports and their team owner, Music Man. Congratulations to them for the first win this season. That will go a long way considering they were at the bottom in 10th position and threatened with relegation to Apprentice Virtual. But now, with this and Jeddah on the horizon, they've got a good shot of staying up. It's Ellie with the fastest lap at 27.63, and that'll be all for the Russians J-Prix. See you after the 3-week break for the Saudi Arabian J-Prix, and then after that the finale in Japan at Suzuka. See you then, and goodbye.